our channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Rivers State matter is still in the news again. This time around, Fubara. They wanted to see how they could get a soft landing knowing they will lose. Who says so is Samuel Nwanosike, the former local government chairman. Dr. Samuel Nwanosike has spoken about the Supreme Court's decision to dismiss the case filed by Governor Siminalayi Fubara against Martin Samaewule and other lawmakers. The case was withdrawn by Fubara before the court could rule on it, but Nwanosike believed that this was done to avoid an embarrassing loss. Speaking in an interview with TVC News, Nwanosike said that Fubara's team knew they would lose the appeal, so he tried to get the case struck out instead. However, the Supreme Court dismissed it, making it clear that the Court of Appeal's ruling remains valid. He explained that the Court of Appeal had already upheld the decision of Justice Omotosho, which confirmed the Martin Samaewule and his colleague were the rightful members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. According to him, this means that Fubara's decision to present the 2024 budget to a three-member assembly was illegal. Nwanosike also recounted the events that led to the crisis. He said that the House of Assembly was burned on October 29, 2023 because of fears of an attack. However, Amaewule and his lawmakers still met and suspended some members, including Edison Ihe, who was later impeached. He pointed out that Ihe never challenged his impeachment in court, proving that it was valid. With this Supreme Court decision, Nwanosike insists that Amaewule remains the legitimate speaker and that any law passed by Fubara's three-man assembly are not legally recognized. Well, there has always been back and forth in this Rivers State election issue. And it's not, the problem between the House of Assembly and the governor. Well, we know that the genesis of everything is with Wike, who happened to be the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, and then his own loyalist, who seems to have been the one set of people that filled the Rivers State House of Assembly, and they have been stationed there strategically in order also already to curtail the governor. Peradventure he couldn't get to be controlled again by Wike or any other party from any angle. But then, looking at what we have read right now, according to this current news, we can see that the reason why the Fubara camp decided with his team to withdraw the case from the Supreme Court was purely what they call academic exercise, knowing fully well when it was explained that a case that is challenging the 2024 appropriation is still pending in court till 2025, that is already experiencing another appropriation, that since the 2024 appropriation that is being contested has already come and gone, there is no need for the government to continue to prosecute such a case in court again. And that is what they mean by it's going to be tantamount to mere academic exercise. So in lieu of that, Fubara instructed his team to withdraw the case from the Supreme Court. It is not necessary anymore. But then, in the face of his challenger, which is the camp of Martin Samaewule, the 27 lawmakers, they are not seeing it that way. All they could see is the fact that Fubara's team seems to be jittery because the judgment will surely not go in their own favour. But be it as it may, even let's look at it from a layman point of view, even if the judgment doesn't go Fubara's way, Fubara has already spent the money, and the appropriation for that 2024 has come and it has gone, and it's even already starting to spend the one for 2025. So it's like crying over a spilled milk. What has happened and it has gone. But then they still think it is necessary, maybe for the beauty of democracy or judiciary, but we can see truly it's going to be a mere academic exercise. But there and then, there is need for everyone to have this understanding that whatever may be the reason for the fighting, I think they should come together for the singular sake of the state. This is very, very important. But if each camp still remain adamant, of course, at the end of the day, the resultant effect will be on their general performance at the end of their 4-year tenure. For example, now with the way things are going, the governor is insisting that these 27-man assembly members are illegal. They are no more members since they've decamped from the party that gave them the platform to come in, and they decided to decamp to another party. Their seats have already been declared vacant. And also, but then let's look at Mr. Governor too. If the seat of these people have been declared vacant, then what are you waiting for? You have the power to ask the state electoral commission to conduct another election instead of you taking your appropriation before a 3-member assembly. Why will you do that? Even we read last week that the president even challenged him and told him that, look, it's shameful now. Why will you be presenting project before just 3 people? What do you mean? It's left to you to do the needful. And I think with this kind of situation, Fubara's leadership is, capacity is to be challenged. I mean, this political leadership capacity. Because what the president told him is to go back politicking, continue to engage, and he needs to keep lobbying whichever way, whatever language they want to use. But I think what the president is trying to tell him is that he should remain a Democrat. He should continue to behave as a politician, trying to make sure that he engages people with either side, and he makes sure that he tries to come to a compromise, which is the main thing, most important thing when it comes to politics, because it's a function of majority having their way while the minority will surely be having their say. But whichever the situation, it is essential that Mr. Fubara should need to check his leadership style. That's number one. Number two, the other party to need to also give room for negotiation. At least, whether they like it or not, I know they are suffering now because nothing is being given to them legally as emolument since they have been declared illegal, since they have themselves decamp. So they too should also give an open door and not go the way of probably their leader Wike, who is adamant in making sure that everything is totally destroyed or spoiled, as it were, politically for the incumbent governor. And above all, the interest of the people and the government of Rivers State should be paramount in the heart of these politicians. Let them make sure they come together, work to make sure that the state move to another height from the level they met it. And that is what we are expecting, not unnecessary food or show of pride or pomposity or position or power. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.